think it's targeting what a child needs at any given moment. So it's the digital component, because that allows us to be adaptive and in the moment to be able to figure out where kids are at and what they need to help them grow as learners. Every single day I'm collecting data on my students about where they are, where their weaknesses are, where I can fill in the gaps. But I also think one of the things that has shifted in my thinking about personalization, that it is certainly not just the technology adaptive piece, but it's also targeting instruction within the scope of all the different subject areas that meets the needs of those kids. It's really, personalization for me has evolved a little bit since we've been in the middle of it, because I'm trying to make sure that people understand that it's more than just kids having a computer program that just targets their needs that are, in an adaptive way, but it's also the teachers responding to the students to try and figure out what do they need from us so that we can specifically try and meet those needs. It really was almost amazing for me as an educator to see, because we had kids coming from all different backgrounds, how quickly they have become accustomed to the teacher delivering the instruction and then waiting for that instruction and stopping. If the teacher gives an assignment, we stop when the assignment's over. And EPIC allows these kids to be able to take their learning as far as they want to go. Kids are learning how to push themselves as learner. And I always like to say that by the end of the year, I want you to know that you can push yourself instead of someone always having to pull you. And I think that that's an amazing thing, that already in this environment, it allows kids to just almost naturally fall into that. I also think learning how to help them develop the skills necessary to be able to carry a project from beginning to end. And understanding that that doesn't happen, just like adults have to be trained in real world methods of finishing a project and working in partnerships and collaborating with other people and using tools effectively. Those are all skills that we still have to teach students. I'm very solid in my conviction that whatever we do is very authentic. And if it takes us 3 weeks for us to develop the systems so that our kids have in place how to be good researchers before we set them free to just do something independent, then I'm going to be okay with that. That are helping them, I want them at the end to say, that's mine. That was my work. That was my idea. And I carried it from point A to point Z, and I did that myself.